Noel called my show because she was molested at 6 years old. Oh. By her own father. Oh. But no one in her family believes her. You see, her mother, Melanie, says she has been a habitual liar since she was young. But Noel is here to prove that she did not lie about this. What did exactly happen?
The two incidents, one of them when I was 6, I was in this bathtub and I was washing my body, you know, because I don't remember where my mom was. I was 6, I mean. And he came in there, he started washing on me, and then he went down there. I said, Mama's always told me no man's supposed to touch me there. He said, oh, it's okay, I'm your dad. And then the other incident, I was 15 or 16. I moved in with my dad temporarily. I was asleep on the couch, and it started storming really bad. A glass fell and broke on the front porch, so I went in there. I said, you know, can I sleep in your bed because you're about to leave for work, and I'm scared. He said, yeah, sure, no problem. I woke up, and he was touching me on top of my clothes and then started going underneath and touching my private parts and stuff. And I said, what are you doing? I said, you're my dad. He said, don't think of me that way. It's okay. And so then I went to school, and I was talking to my friends because I'm always the person who thinks, well, if I do this, what's going to be the outcome? If I get to go and say something, number one, my mom's not going to believe me. Number two, he'll go to jail or something, and it's my fault. And it's always going to be my fault. But I went anyway. And then the CPS was called, and Mama called me out to the hallway, and she's like, well, they want to give you a lie detector test or polygraph to see if, you know, you. I said, he didn't. He touched me, and there's a difference. So you're saying that you couldn't pass it? No, I couldn't pass it on penetration because he only touched me.
Right.
I wasn't going to say he did something that he didn't.
Did the authorities get involved?
No, after the CPS, I don't remember the cops. I don't remember anything. Like, after I told her that I couldn't test on the, it all just disappeared.
So then what happened? You were still living with your mom and dad? And
actually, they were divorced. They divorced in 2001. So I went back living with her.
And then what happened?
Basically, I haven't had a relationship with him until my mom lived in Indiana. And I moved in with him because...
Your dad?
Right, because I had nowhere to go. I'd rather...
Weren't you scared?
I think I lived there for like 2 weeks because of the whole situation of what if something happened.
How's your relationship with your mother?
What relationship?
You don't have any. Now, you came here and you took a lie detector test. Do you think if you pass it that this will... Like, what's your end game here? Do you want a better relationship with your mom? Do you want your dad to be exposed?
I don't want a relationship with her. What I want is my kids love and adore. I want her to leave him and be able to have a relationship with my kids. Oh, she's
back with him?
Yes, that's what started all this back over. She divorced him.
So she divorced him, but now she's back with him.
She just recently got back with him.
Wow.
That's what the problem is.
So what do you hope happens today?
That she leaves him. And
you want her to leave
that way she can have a relationship with her kids.
So you don't have a relationship with your dad anymore now that you're not staying with him?
No.
All right. Well, your dad couldn't be here today, but he left a voice message, and we're going to play that now.
I've been fighting this since she was 15 years old. I have spent time with the sheriff's office, DHS, child services, and I've been cleared of all this. He knows I have never done her wrong. I have never molested her. I'm tired of her trying to destroy me every time she gets mad. She has lived with me after this. He has always been trying to destroy me, and I'm done. I've spent the last 10 years fighting this. Regardless of what happens on this show, I'm done.
Let's bring your mom out, Melanie.
You are lying, and you know you're lying.
No, you've had your say. You've had your say.
You've had your say.
You always choose a man over your daughter.
Never talk about you.
Because you know what? You never shut up.
What do you think happened wrong in your relationship?
I didn't get her the help she needed when she was younger.
What help did she need?
I took her to a psychologist, and after 4 sessions, he thought everything was fine. When I went in there with her, this is exactly what happened at age 13. And after all that, he said she was a habitual liar.
And why did you take her there at age 13?
Because she had turned me into CPS because supposedly I abused her.
Oh, okay. What do you think about her allegations that her father, your husband, or your fiance now, molested her?
I looked him in the eye, and he told me he did not do it. And yes, I believe him because for a long time he lied to me about other things, and I can tell when he's lying. I've been with him since I was 17 years old.
So when he was cheating on you all those years and left you high and dry, you believed him, right? That he wasn't cheating, right?
Years old.
What?
Wow.
What?
I mean,
We're not here about that. We're here about me and
but
you.
you believed him.
We're not here about that.
Is that not what
We're
you
here
said?
about me and you. Here we go. See, it's okay for you to say one thing, but not me.
We're not going to dig into a lot of other issues here. So the authorities were involved, right?
Yes, they were.
And what was the outcome of that?
He spent 2 whole days off of work in CPS and in the sheriff's office answering their questions. Went over the whole spiel and everything. They found there was no evidence. There was also her recantation that she never
was
about it.
She was never.
And happened.
She was
and
never.
came up until she was coming on your show.
Okay. Why do you think that she's saying these things?
Because she wants us apart. She's already said it.
You and your
No.
Yeah.
I want you apart when you find out the truth, is what I said. When you find out he is a child molester and my kids are around him, I want you to leave him so my kids can have their grandmother. You're going to let me finish. See, you run your mouth, but you can't shut up.
You don't let me finish either.
But I did let you
came
finish.
in here screaming and hollering just as soon as I come in and called you a liar.
She says, which I find a little odd, that she wants no relationship with you.
Nope, correct.
So what's your motivation?
And that's a lie too, because she just told me last week she wanted a relationship with me, but I'd have to be away from him.
Right. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help. You wrote the evidence statement, and the question was, did your father sexually touch you when you were under the age of 16? And you answered yes, and then you signed your statement. Then you were asked, was your answer in your evidence statement today the truth? And you answered yes. Today, did you answer that question in your evidence statement truthfully? You answered yes. And the results for your daughter Noel's lie detector test is that you did not tell the truth.
Told you. Told you.
We gave you 3 tests. Deception was indicated in each and every test.
And like I told them, I don't understand how that works because they asked me 4 questions, and he said if the other 2 questions were wrong, then you could fail that question.
Point is,
you owe your father and you owe me an apology.
now that you know that she's been lying.
I don't want nothing to do with her. I was diagnosed with cancer last year, and she told me she hoped I burned in hell and died. That's what kind of person she is.
Noel,
that's why I said she had no conscience.
You wanted to come here. We gave you the test. We gave you every chance to be truthful. I think you owe it to your mother to come out here and talk about this.
I don't owe my mother nothing. After everything she put me through for these years, I owe her nothing. Okay. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Listen, what's fair is fair.
What I was trying to explain to you is...
What's the truth here?
Okay.
You don't even know the truth, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Because if you tell a lie so many times, you actually start believing it yourself, right?
Okay.
And then you wanted to know why?
That's fine. You know what? You can take your lying ass and strut out the door. As much as I think, like, I'm going to have a relationship with my daughter for the rest of my life, and that's what I want, and I hope that happens. I would have to say, being in your shoes, though, and dealing with your daughter, good luck to you. I'm sorry. Sorry, it didn't work out better.
Thank you, Steve.
Take care.